Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into the speculation of RM's marriage, which we have spoken about before, but then also tied in with that speculation and the extension of that speculation is him having a daughter. I think you'll find this to be very interesting. There's a lot of stuff that is being said right now and I definitely want to get into that and give my theories on it. We also have V causing a bit of a little distraction, a little bit of a trouble, and this was on live TV news. This was definitely very interesting to hear about, so let's get into the tea. If you are new, if you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now, let's get into it. So let's get into RM. But first, I definitely want to make sure to give a little bit of context on what's going on. What was happening, in case you were unaware. A little while ago, maybe like a couple weeks ago, RM had this rumor that he was married. He was doing this live show, this live interview. Dynamite hadn't come out for too long yet, and they were basically there to promote the song. Talk about that song, all that jazz. I hope one day they go on air and talk about jazz. And basically what a lot of people noticed that RM had several rings on his hand. I believe he had several rings on his hand. But he had one ring that was specifically on his ring finger. And personally, I believe a ring on your ring finger is fine because it could also be kind of a, what do they call it? Those rings that you wear, purity rings. So having a ring on that hand is not sus. However, there was kind of a hidden camera that was recording behind the scenes of BTS while they were at the interview. And the footage ended up being leaked, or maybe it was part of the live show, I'm not necessarily sure. But you then saw RM taking off the ring and putting on another finger. And of course, there was a lot of theories floating around about this. Some people were looking at the ring and determining that the ring didn't look like an engagement ring or a marriage ring, but it's obviously hard to tell. Other theories include my theory, was that it was just the ring, and RM didn't want anyone to be sus, and that in the morning he probably just put his ring on without really much thought into it. And when it was time to go live, he realized, oh no, I have a ring on my hand, gotta get rid of that. People are gonna think I'm married. When in reality, he probably just wanted to wear it, and maybe it just fit best on his ring finger. Other theories float around about the significance of the ring finger in Korea. Wearing a ring in the ring finger doesn't necessarily mean marriage. It's just a sign of commitment to something and a public statement. I do personally believe it was him putting on a ring that he just wanted to wear for the day, realized it would be taken the wrong way, and just decided to take it off. There is no evidence of him dating anyone. Our zaddy Big Hit hasn't said anything. And in fact, most dating rumors don't even involve RM. So there isn't even speculation on who the wife could be, which very much tells me this isn't the case. Also, good luck hiding a full-blown marriage from armies. It wouldn't be able to be hidden. I think a lot of them already would have found out. Maybe Dispatch would have already said something. I would imagine it would definitely be difficult to lie about that. Also, marriages are public record, I think. You can look up Namjoon and see if he's married, which I believe the answer is no. Now, while there was this rumor going around, I think people started to pick up on this and started to extend the rumor and really believe that he has a wife and actual children too. This made it through some forums and some random news posts. None of these posts were saying that this was 100% confirmed, but asking why people thought that and what their theories are, which most of them said no. And I'm saying no too. I don't think this is possible. I don't know where they thought kids would come in, especially if the rumor was that RM had just gotten married. I was looking over on the Tweetster and was seeing tweets kind of like this. Namjoon has a whole family, so congrats to his wife and kids too. Excusez-moi. I love that this person is just okay with it. Like if it was true. They're like, congrats babe, we love you. We need that energy in 2020. When our boys decide to date and get married, this is the reaction I want to see online, okay? Just congratulations. I also want to say, just a side note, if you do send death notes to BTS's partner, I don't understand the point. Suddenly BTS will see the death threats that the partner gets and then realize, oh my god, I'm so attracted to people who send death threats. I must marry them at once. Is this your fantasy? That's kind of not realistic. Anyway, that was a side note. But then we have other people over on the Tweetster who was very surprised by this, saying this. Armies, Namjoon has a kid. Namjoon, post a pic with a kid. Armies, he has a kid? Yeah, this is pretty much how I felt when I first saw the kid thing. Also the marriage thing. I was going online and I was like, okay, he's definitely not married because it's a ring, you know, whatever. Y'all cray cray. Y'all so cray that it needed to be another cray. But then I saw the daughter thing and I was like, y'all cray cray cray. But apparently soon after that, RM posted a picture of a girl. I didn't know what to do with myself. I don't know who the girl is confirmed to be, who the parents are, but I definitely don't think it's RM's daughter because RM is not married yet. Again, all of that is also public information. So if I were some crazy journalist, which I am not, you'll be able to kind of look at the marriage, also see that there are kids there, or lack of kids there. Personally, I cannot find anything. I don't believe RM actually has kids or is married. I will say a lot of us armies like to overthink things sometimes, but I can assure you Big Hit Zaddy would put out their lovely else statements if this were true. There would 100% be a statement of RM dating, let alone getting married. And with kids? Like y'all jumped the boat. The boat was here, y'all jumped over it. There hasn't really been a single RM dating room, at least not from what I'm aware. Y'all haven't even suspected RM of dating. Marriage just seems too far off in my opinion. So far off considering he wasn't even dating. Come on, y'all. RM definitely having a good old laugh over reading some of these tweets. I know I would. It's so funny. All of BTS obviously has to deal with these crazy rumors all the time. I definitely don't believe in any way this was seen as malicious or anything like that. Definitely not harmful or anything. People can think what they want to think. And no one seemed really mad about the fact that RM was allegedly married with kids. And believe me, I wanted to know if anyone was mad. I was happy that no one was. One crazy theory that happened not too long ago was the theory of Taehyung's beauty. Not really a rumor, just the truth. Taehyung is beautiful. But apparently the theory was that he was so beautiful that the cameraman got distracted. And again, probably not a theory, right? So BTS in September did a KBS News interview, but they were apparently on there for the Billboard #1. They were all asked questions, and when they reached Taehyung for his response, the camera got much closer than it did for some of the other members, and really focused in on V. And you even got behind the scenes moments of V, kind of getting ready and changing. I mean, I'd be surprised if they didn't do that. Like, how you gonna straight up see Taehyung's face and not want to zoom in? Armies want you to get closer, honestly. Honestly, if I was the cameraman, I would probably zoom all the way in and then be like, there's just no way, this man has no flaws. And then go home and cry about how I'll never be as beautiful. There was a point where the cameraman has zoomed in all the way to Taehyung, and allegedly we all heard the cameraman say, wow. It could be numerous reasons to say wow, but we can assume that it is a reaction to Taehyung's face. Perhaps the cameraman had a little bit of a crush. I mean, who is shocked? Me pretends to be shocked. The whole news episode was just a Taehyung fan cam. That's hilarious. One person on the tweet still wrote this. The KBS cameraman was going for all zoom in their faces, LMAO, but I died because Kim Taehyung's close up like that. Please don't do that to me again. I can't survive. I was gonna read the keyboard spot. I just don't know how to read that. Cameraman, you gotta think of us audience when you do stuff like that. We won't survive. We can't deal with seeing Taehyung this close up. But honestly, I can't blame him at all. I would personally zoom up too. But I do believe something like that would probably increase the ratings, as a lot of people want to see a close-up Taehyung. Taehyung also looks so zaddy with brown hair. He looks really good. So good with the natural colors. I really like it. Black, brown, whatever it is. It just suits him very well. Like, if you told me he was naturally brown, I would believe you. It suits him so well. It suits his complexion very well. It just works, okay? I hope he keeps this longer. I don't know if he's recently changed his hair or not, but if he has, I hope this makes a comeback. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for your time. And as always, I do have a Patreon. If you want to go over there and check out my Patreon, I do have a lot of exclusive content over there, such as music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. These are things that I can't necessarily post on here due to copyright. They'll get blocked or things like that. I'm also doing reality TV show reactions, so you can also check that out over there as well. Link in the top description down below. Anything you contribute over there also gives back to this channel and helps me make better videos and all that stuff, so please make sure you check it out. There's also 2 videos that will appear on the screen at the end of the video, so click on one of those. See you over there. Bye.